We don't want to be left behind. Oh. What we want to do is this blow your mind. It's the Brother Podcast Show. Yeah, y'all know what it is, baby. What's up, man?
What's going on?
What's poppin'?
Going on, man? Same old, same old.
What's your day like? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man. I had another good day, though. It was kind of cold this morning.
Oh, yeah.
This weather's crazy,
Definitely.
man. Went from hot to cold real quick.
Yep.
No in between.
It said, yo, we going straight in. Global warming, baby. It's real.
Yeah.
Global warming is real. So what's poppin', man?
Yeah,
Like,
man.
I've been wanted to start off a little bit, talk a little, touch a little bit on because the Diddy situation to me got bigger. It started opening up other doors. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was looking at Choke No Joke.
Yeah.
So I was looking at him, and he basically was, breaking a lot of stuff down, like how a lot of this stuff that's going on is like conspiracy theories. You know what I'm saying? He broke it down like how, Suge's first wife was managing Snoop and all of them when the beef was going on, and like she wanted to get the label. If something happened to Suge, she gets the label. Then you had Reggie Wright that had his own company that was bodyguarding them, and he was, Snoop. I mean, once Suge went to jail, he was running the label, and then the connection that I'm trying to bring, and Snoop was the artist. The connection I'm trying to bring is they was all Crips. Mm-hmm. Everybody on the other side with Suge was all Bloods. Right. So basically, but Suge boys was dying off, was getting killed off. So now he was bringing up the conspiracy theory of, it was two conspiracy theories he was bringing up, basically. Basically, the first one was about, basically it tied into each other, basically with Tupac. Basically stating that they was trying to get Tupac, and the reason why everybody tied in because, one, his ex-wife wanted the label. Mm-hmm. The second one was Reggie Wright. He basically wanted to run the label, but he was good friends with the first wife. Then, on the other hand, for your boy to be a star again and the number one artist, because Snoop wasn't the number one artist at that time. It was when him and Tupac got into that beef after that Angie Martinez thing. Mm-hmm. Tupac shunned him to the side, and they never did no more records or nothing together after that.
I know.
And then, it was this weird, Nate Dogg was the only one that out of the crew that went to the Vegas thing. Snoop allegedly supposed to have this two-way radio, knew what was going to go on, you know what I'm saying, because he would have his spot back. And then the weirdest thing at the end of this that I was getting from this and what was said was that Snoop did an album with the dudes that allegedly killed Tupac. And it's just weird, all out stuff. It was a white album. That, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened to it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've researched,
with the Snoop then is Snoop wanted to leave the label, but he couldn't. Yeah. He was scared. Suge had put the pressure on a lot of niggas. It's like Tupac wanted to leave. That's why he's putting out double albums. But what he did with Tupac was, instead of killing him, what he did was, I'm gonna make a Death Row East, and you gonna run it. But see, you know the crazy thing about it, that time, everybody was scared of Suge because of his demeanor. But if you look back at it, Suge was losing to Puff. Yeah. Suge couldn't beat Puff. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. But on the outside, as us people looking at it, we looking at it like Suge is terrifying. No, Puff was the motherfucker who was terrifying.
Yeah, he would tell you
that little gay dancing motherfucker.
Yeah.
But that's like
because the rituals and you got powerful people with it.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of these like kingpins and stuff be soft. It's the people they got behind them.
Yeah, that's what.
The people they got employed.
That's why Puff did. I guess was doing what he's doing because he knew what was behind him. You know
Wolf was a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
Wolf. Yo, after that Source Awards, but they don't talk about, but they started to talk about it now. They all went to Jermaine Dupri party afterwards, right? Yeah. Suge was trying to cop a plea with Puff, saying he wasn't talking about him. He was talking about Jermaine Dupri. Wolf was like, "Fuck that."
But did he smack Jermaine Dupri at his own party?
Who?
Suge smacked Jermaine Dupri at that party.
Well, Jermaine Dupri ain't got no strength like that.
Yeah,
though.
yeah. He got
but he ain't smacked Puff. Yeah. As a matter of fact, his man got killed. Suge lost more than Puff lost in that beef.
But then they allegedly they didn't know who did it, and then they just
They
blamed
know
it
who
on
did
Wolf.
it. It was Wolf.
Okay.
It was Wolf. They was out. It was Wolf and Puffy, Suge and his man who got killed. They was outside the party, and Puff had stepped to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Suge tried to say he was talking about Jermaine Dupri, not him.
But the stories is weird because before, from what I heard, it was Suge told Puff to come outside or something like that. Or they met each other outside. Like the dude that got killed was with Suge, and Wolf was with Puff, and they was outside, and then like how Jermaine Dupri was saying that all of a sudden gunshots was going off.
Only one went off. Wolf was, like I said, was a bad man. Yeah. You don't know who Wolf is, I can go back to YouTube.
I'm gonna ask you a question about Wolf, right? You think Wolf was a bodyguard or an investor?
The bodyguard.
No, he was an investor.
He
was actually an investor. He helped Puff. He actually really was an investor because he really couldn't be a bodyguard. He was almost a 3-time loser, so he couldn't really carry nothing.
How can he invest with Puff?
That's
you know
what
who invested in Puff? You know who invested in Puff?
Who?
Clive Davis. Clive Davis was behind Puff. That dude if Wolf had the money to invest with Puff, he wouldn't have been Puff driver. He was Puff gave him orders. He was out there doing dumb shit. Like I was about to say, you wanna know who Wolf is, go back on YouTube to where Jim Jones got jumped in his own area at the Ruckus. You see Wolf, when Wolf stepped the camera on, the camera stepped back and ran. If Wolf was an investor, why would he be out there? Even the bodyguard now that be talking.
I mean, that's why I say there's a lot of stuff going on because that's what was said from the person that was close to Wolf.
Listen,
so I mean,
Wolf was not an investor.
That's what was
Wolf
said.
did not invest. Wolf got paid. He was on payroll. He was not an investor.
But that was the way
Wolf
he was supposed to get his money back.
But he never had that kind of
money.
But
he was in the street because he was down with the same gang. See, they always down with when a lot of people don't. Well, they was telling you the story. The people that was behind him from the beginning was the same gang because they inducted him into the gang. That's how he got to Gene Deal. Because Gene Deal didn't know him. Gene Deal was down with the same gang.
Listen. He might.
That's like I know.
See, the thing about it is, motherfuckers in Harlem wasn't fucking with Puffy because his father was a rat. So they wouldn't. Why would you work with a guy that's a rat? You're gonna work with his son. Understand? Puff had money. Puff had money when he went to Uptown. When he had Uptown, then when he left Uptown, he had Biggie and Craig Mack, and he put that demo together. You know who gave him money? Clyde Davis. Clyde Davis backed him. Clyde Davis
backed him as far as
still his superior.
As far as with his label situation, but the people that helped him establish and get him to that point was he got inducted, like I said, to the same gang. He was throwing parties. They was there with him. That's how Gene became his bodyguard. Cause Gene used to know how he ran the door and stuff. Yo, Gene, look at all this is there.
If you think about
it all up, you'll see
Gene Deal was a fucking cop.
No, Gene Deal
was a cop.
Was on like a parole officer.
He was a cop.
Somewhat, because he wouldn't give that up and only did Puff on the weekends.
He was a cop. Puff was paying these people. Puff got paid. Puff didn't have no money when he was up with Uptown. He started making money after he started producing for Uptown. He came as an intern. What Puff did was business. When he came in, Puff was doing parties before that same. If you go
that's
back,
how he got down with the same gang because he was throwing parties. They was doing the same thing.
Listen.
That's Puff everybody in Harlem. That's how I was rocking.
Puff was doing college parties.
Yeah, like
college
the college
parties.
But then he was doing stuff downtown.
Listen,
and they was getting the spots.
When he started
Look it up. It's there.
When he started
Gene Deal going his joints.
When he started doing stuff downtown,
everything I'm saying
he was
is
with Uptown. He was with Uptown. He was with the label. Them niggas did not.
That's how he got. That's how he got with Wolf and all of them.
Listen. In '93,
that's how he got with Zip.
I went to Jack the Rapper.
That's how he got with Zip because Zip was down with the same gang.
I was listen. Just because he affiliated and know them, he wasn't down. They wasn't gonna put a rat on like that. Niggas ain't doing that. Street niggas ain't really doing that.
They go back and you can even watch Gene Deal.
So
he out of his own mouth told you they inducted him into the same gang. That's why Gene says, like, when that stuff happened at the college, he was suicidal. They was around him. They was getting money up to help him when all this stuff was going on. They was around him.
Then why they broke now?
Who?
All them niggas. Why they broke now? Why they didn't blow up like he did? If they invested in him.
One dude's son married Rihanna. Like, what are you talking? How they broke?
Married Rihanna?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he's the leader of the same gang. His father.
Rihanna's with fucking the dude from the rap gang. She had 2 babies by the nigga.
And that's the leader's son of the same gang from Harlem. He's from Harlem. His dad is the leader of the same gang. He used to deal with Puff.
Listen, them niggas ain't help Puff, man. The parties with the music and all that, they didn't put that big money up in there. They ain't put that. This like when I went to Jack the Rapper. You know how many drug dealers tried to compare with Puff? They couldn't. Them niggas ain't had 30 million like that. That nigga got 30 million.
That's good.
He got 30 million. He got that from Clive Davis. So where the investment help
but
at?
I mean, I'm talking about he owed beforehand.
Listen.
Before he got what he got there, he was doing other stuff.
Until you show me paperwork with these niggas, like Wolf is an investor.
That's what he was.
Wolf was getting paid by Puff. He was getting paid.
His money was coming back. His money was coming back like that.
So if you investor,
that's like if I'm an investor and I'm a street dude. You put me on the payroll so you could cut me a check. So when anybody comes back,
so I'm gonna be your bodyguard. I'm gonna be your fucking bodyguard.
I'm not gonna be your bodyguard. I'm hanging out with you, but I gotta act a certain way.
That was his bodyguard. Wolf was his personal bodyguard.
The best dude to be around.
Gene Deal said that.
Sometimes, yeah.
No, you know, only person who can answer this is Gene Deal.
Yeah. Watch Gene Deal. He actually said it.
Watch Gene Deal.
He actually said it.
Watch Gene Deal. That's all. Watch Gene Deal.
Not
you going by secondhand information, and I'm going by secondhand information. We neither one
I'm
of us
going up
there.
for Gene Deal. That's who I'm going up
show me where Gene Deal say that. Show me that.
Drake Monster is all right.
You know what I mean? Show me that. Show me where Gene.
I'm gonna show you that one. I'm gonna show you that episode. I'm gonna show you that episode.
Show me the episode. I mean, because me, I'm like this. Show me proof. Don't just come. That's just
that's just like going back to the Tupac incident. That's just like saying if Tupac and Suge Knight was at a light, me and you at a light, right? In a situation we just had beef. We had a light. All of a sudden, dudes are shooting. And you driving. What you gonna do? Are you gonna stay there in shock, or you gonna put your foot on the gas?
You don't know what you gonna do in that situation.
Okay.
I remember it was a situation when I was young.
Okay.
You know, motherfuckers say if niggas shooting, duck down and go sideways and this and that. We was in the towers, Real Park Towers. There was a party there. It was down there 1600. You had the towers there. Then you had some Harlem. Then you had some Harlem niggas that came up.
Oh,
right?
And it was a beef.
But
60, the white building?
No,
that one?
No. I'm not. I'm talking about Real Park Towers.
Oh.
The same night Lawrence got locked up. We had a party.
Somebody gun jammed.
And then Sherrod, God bless.
Yes.
Sherrod.
Yes.
He was like, he heard these niggas talking about taking niggas' coats or whatever. So it was a big fight. Outside, you had River Park Towers and 100. We all band together to jump these niggas. But it was so many niggas that 1600 and the tower started fighting.
Yeah.
And then, I forgot his name. I think his name was Mackey. God bless. I think he died too.
Yeah.
He had a gun that Mike had. But he had his bullets in it. And everybody started approaching him. And he had to step back, put his bullets in, and he pointed at the crowd, started shooting. Mm-hmm. When that nigga started shooting, I ain't gonna front. I just turned around and ran straight. Mm-hmm. Lucky he wasn't trying to hit nobody. He was shooting in the air. He had to be. Okay. But you don't know what you're gonna do, and your reaction is. You know what Suge did? See, hold on. You know what Suge did? When he was getting shot at, he lifted Tupac up to shield him.
You think so?
Yes,
because everybody said Tupac jumped to the back seat.
Yeah, basically he lifted that nigga up to shield him.
Basically, why I'm saying that is because the one person that got interviewed was K-Dub. Now, K-Dub is the only one that said he actually went to the car, looked in it, seen the smoke, asked Tupac, was he all right? Tupac was staring at him. Asked Suge, was he all right? Suge was like this on the steering wheel from what his story was. So everybody else that was there said that didn't happen. So basically what happened, I'm basically saying it's a conspiracy theory because what's supposed to have happened is Suge's supposed to have got cut off. So he couldn't move. So the white car came up, blasted him, and kept going. That's what's supposed to have actually happened. And then they saying that's when Reggie got beat. And he said certain stuff to certain people, to the cops, because Reggie Wright was the first suspect on their list.
All right, think about it. Think about this. What motive did Suge have to kill Snoop? What motive did he have to kill Snoop?
It wasn't the point of that. It was the point of of Snoop and Tupac. They had beef.
No, but
that was beef.
You know who killed Tupac?
I'm not saying
you know who killed Tupac.
Conspiracy.
You know who killed Tupac?
Who?
Puffy.
You think
Puffy? That was his boys who shot.
Yeah, I mean it all ties to Puffy, but all these people was in the play. All might tie to Puffy, but all these people might have been in the play.
Puffy killed Tupac.
That's what I'm saying.
Puffy killed Tupac. It was his boys, the niggas he hired to go against Suge in L.A. that pulled the trigger on Tupac. Just like that fight at the fight they had with the guy they jumped. They jumped to because he stole a chain. Puffy put a bounty on their chain. Yo, I give you 10,000, you snatch a Death Row chain. Them niggas was like, all right, I want that money. Of course, soldiers is gonna go.
They saying really the conspiracy wasn't a bounty on no chain.
It was a bounty on the chain.
She could tell you that. It's supposed to not been a bounty on the chain. It's supposed to be.
It's supposed
to be the blood and the Crip thing.
No,
it was supposed to be.
No,
that's how the story's coming out.
You think about it. Death Row had Bloods and Crips working.
Yeah, so why would somebody try to snatch a chain if you got Bloods and Crips on the same team right there? So that's truce with that situation.
Listen, Puffy put a bounty on a chain. That shit been floating around for years.
Puffy put a
bounty on a Death Row chain.
They had the chain, so why the beef didn't stop? Because they had the chain, so why didn't it stop?
Why didn't it stop?
Why didn't it stop?
Why didn't it stop? Because they jumped the boy and took his chain.
That's what I'm saying. They had it already.
Hold on.
You did it. You put a boundary. That's like me saying, okay, you're going to take one of Corby Cruz's chain, I'm going to give you this $1 million. So the chain was taken down. You got your $1 million.
All right.
Somebody got to get killed.
Okay. So think about it. Somebody took your chain, right? You down with a crew. Somebody took your chain. You see that nigga by himself, and you got your crew. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna say, oh, he got my chain, fuck it. You gonna say, oh, he got my chain, fuck it? No. You gonna. That's what happened. They seen somebody spotted him at the fight. He was by himself at the time. He wasn't at the fight by himself, but he was by himself in the lobby. They caught him. Let me finish talking. They caught him in the lobby. That's when Tupac and them went and jumped the guy. He went home after he got jumped. He called his boys up. We gonna get this nigga. They jumped him.
So do you think Orlando Anderson was in the car when that happened?
He was in the car.
You think he pulled the trigger?
I don't know if he pulled the trigger.
I mean,
I think the motherfucker that's in jail pulled the trigger.
The whole thing,
the
crazy part about the whole situation is No. Crazy thing about the whole situation, Keefe D might have been there. Orlando was not there because his arm was dislocated. He was at the hospital, and that's on record. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of conspiracy to everything that's going on.
Regardless, Keefe D was in that car.
Keefe D might have been in that car.
So why he put him there? He could have been there with his arm wrapped up. It didn't happen.
He could have, but I'm just saying he was.
It didn't happen directly after the fight.
He was. All that time he was supposed to be at the hospital.
Listen, he wasn't there the whole time. He wasn't there the whole time. He wasn't.
If he was in
the hospital the whole time, he could have used that as an alibi, but he didn't. You understand? You get your arm, you get wrapped up. Now we rolling.
Check the record.
Now we rolling.
I mean, because the people, what's happening is the people that was there, a lot of people that was there is telling, okay, this is how this went, this is how that went, and then
Suge said, don't bring no gun. They're gonna make conspiracy. They're gonna
like how David Kenner.
Everything is always gonna be a conspiracy.
The lawyer.
Anything that happens, you can make a conspiracy out of it if you look at it any way you want. But let's go with the facts. Let's go with the facts.
No, the facts was
Tupac
and them had beef. They had a lot of beef. They had a lot of inner beef. They had a lot of people in the studio approaching each other.
Tupac put himself in that beef.
No. I'm talking about Tupac and Snoop. I mean, as far as everything else, Tupac wasn't even really a blood.
But see,
and he was down rolling with them.
Suge wasn't a blood. Suge never was a gangster. Suge was a fucking NFL player.
In the
Suge played for NFL.
Yeah.
He's associated. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like Puff is Puff wasn't even associated. Puff just paid the money. Yeah. Puff had more money at the time. Puff had more gang ties.
Now, just like they trying to say with the thing that happened to Tupac. Biggie. Excuse me. What happened to Biggie? You know how they saying the dude was supposed to be in the Nation and he had a bid and all that?
It was a cop who did it.
Because the dude that they was trying to blame it on was still inside the building when it's supposed to happen.
Listen. The
He
person
might
who
have been a
killed
cop,
the person
yeah.
who killed Biggie was a cop. That's why they
Yeah.
couldn't solve the case.
Yeah.
Suge had cops on the payroll.
Oh,
the
yeah.
nigga that was bodyguarding
Yeah.
Tupac was a
That
cop.
was Reggie Wright. Most of his team was cops.
They was cops. They
But
all
remember, his
cops.
dad was
But
was
see,
a
see,
big cop.
The thing
That's what
about, the
stopped
thing
him from
about
coming at
Reggie
him.
White, they was trying to kill him.
Who?
Niggas was trying to kill him. He said it.
Yeah.
Look at his shit. He said it.
Maybe. I don't
He said niggas was trying to kill him. Listen, Puff put that money down.
Mm-hmm.
If you know LA, I've never been to LA. I go by what I hear on the stories or whatever. But
Got you.
a lot of them Crips is strong, man. See,
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, Suge and Tupac was affiliated. They wasn't gangsters.
Yeah.
They was not gangsters. Marion was not a gangster. Understand? So he just was around gangsters. Tupac, his track record, wherever he went, he had to befriend the gangsterist people in that hood. Just like New York, he was hanging with them niggas, them Slim and them. Them niggas was thugs. Everywhere he went, he had a group of thugs when he came in that town that he hung with. He put them on, he put money in their pocket.
Yeah. Now,
So him trying to affiliate with street, and he's not street, got himself killed. Because when he went there, you got all this entourage. You a star. What makes you go do the first hit?
you weren't supposed to do that.
Right? That's what he did. So why do you think the motherfuckers ain't thinking about getting him?
I mean, with the Tupac situation.
And with the chain situation, it all started with the chain. They seen the dude in the mall. They seen the guy in the mall.
Now-
They took his chain. Now, the guy who had took him was at the fight. He seen the guy. He told the crew, that's the nigga that took my chain. So them niggas, you can see in the video, they went rushing over to him and they jumped him.
So the dude.
So you think
the
it ain't gonna be
dude
no
that chain got
retaliation?
taken. Was he in the fight?
Yeah,
He was in the fight.
yeah.
Because like allegedly they saying he was in the fight, but then what happened was he slid off to the back. And
He
just
might
chilled.
have. I don't know.
That's
that
what I'm
part.
saying. You know, it's
When a
it's a lot
nigga
of
get
conspiracy,
jumped,
I
when a
know.
nigga get jumped, some niggas probably only got one hit.
Yeah.
Cause a lot of niggas, even Suge got a kick. That's why he went to jail.
It's just a lot in it. Just like how they got the conspiracy theory with, you know, Kevin Loud's,
Right,
you know, Trey Songz.
right.
You know, Kevin Loud's used to manage Trey Songz.
Okay.
And now it was coming out allegedly that they was fucking with each other.
Well,
but then when Trey Songz supposed to had stopped and then wanted to
I
deal
hear,
with him
I
no
hear,
more,
I
he
hear a
was
lot
gone.
about, I hear a lot about
Okay.
Trey Songz and his dealings. You know what I mean?
I mean,
don't
we
know.
all know
See,
he came out bisexual. He
me,
said it though.
Me, I don't care what a motherfucker do in their bag.
Me neither.
That's what they do.
Hey,
You
have
know what I
fun.
mean? I don't care to go with the conspiracy on that. I don't care about what people saying about that. It's none of my motherfucking business.
Yeah.
It's none of my business. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. And a lot of people are dying, not just Tupac and Biggie. A lot of people are dying trying to be street when they not street, just because they know niggas that's in the street. And a lot of these niggas is joining gangs because they got locked up in trouble and they couldn't hold their own in jail, so they had to get back in. Now, once you in, it's no getting out. There's no getting out.
Yep.
So, you know, a
That's why
lot of these niggas in gangs really don't want to be in a gang no more.
That's why they try to tie Snoop into the conspiracy, because if you know he quit. If you
I understand, but
if you gang,
but
you
if you
gang.
if you want to go back, Let's look at Snoop. Let's look at Snoop. Snoop, he might have been affiliated. I don't think he was a real gangster.
They
You
said
know
he
why?
was active.
You know why he wasn't? No, know why he wasn't a gangster? Because that
mean,
guy,
not a gangster.
hold on, that guy, his bodyguard killed, and murder was the case when he wrote that album. He was going to court for his life. Snoop was scared.
Oh, yeah,
Snoop,
of course.
a gangster ain't gonna be scared like that. They're gonna take it on the chin. He was affiliated. Snoop was
Allegedly.
affiliated. Snoop was in high
some
school,
dudes-
played football. Then he got into rap. He was affiliated. If I'm in the hood,
I mean,
and
I guess so.
I know a
I
lot
don't
of
really
thugs.
know. I mean, I
just
know
like
what they're
I
saying.
consider myself affiliated. I wasn't really no gangs, but I knew a lot of niggas that was. It's like I knew niggas that was drug dealers. I might get a little couple dollars fucking around with them, but I wasn't a drug dealer. You understand? So you know, my mentality is I'm getting locked up. What am I gonna be like a drug dealer, hold my chin up?
Yeah.
Nah, I mean you got to think about it.
Yeah.
But a lot of these niggas, he gonna represent his hood. That's what was in his hood, Crips. So he got to represent just like the game. I don't think the game is really blood, but his hood is full of Bloods.
Because that's mainly how they do it. If you move to this place, because there was guys that was Bloods, and it was in a Crip hood, and it had to become Crip.
What they do is
like that.
when they make money, they make sure they extend that money to their fellow gangsters.
Now you open up something else. What you think about the Game? All that time he was hanging with Puff, did no music. They like how they partied and stuff like that. He had to see a jump off. He had to see one of the jump off.
Listen, a lot of motherfuckers that went to Puff party seen the jump off. A lot of motherfuckers was in them jump offs.
Yeah.
You know, motherfuckers just because they out, they still horny. Niggas be, you know, when you get drunk and shit be going on, there be a lot of orgies going on.
Yeah.
Then you see when a nigga like let loose. Some niggas be gay on the low, like, you know what I mean? That's just what they do. Like I said, I don't concern myself with that. But you got parties, you got niggas with money, shit is happening. Niggas you had Puffy drunk in the liquor and all that. You might be doing something you don't even know you doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that shit, they adults, they consented, they did what they did. That's what you do. You consent. It's like when people gotta realize motherfuckers will do anything for money.
Oh yeah, everybody is a price.
If you don't believe me on
price.
that, look at Zeus, that station, and look at them bitches on there. They coming on the show, going to audition. Natalie Nunn sat there and said, look at the bitch next to you. They looked at him and they said, smack the shit out of her.
Wow.
You think all these bitches started smacking each other? Fighting. Don't know each other, don't know nothing. They fighting.
You think it's for them to earn money?
Yeah, because if you get picked, you get $5,000 on the spot. Then you get on the show. And you make it to the end, you can win $50,000.
So it's sort of right that people do anything for money.
Yeah.
And
so
we got a price.
How long 50 Cent was talking about puff parties? How long a lot of motherfuckers was talking about puff parties?
But
and the people that still go, no, because there's people that still going. People that put themselves in a situation.
They still participating.
If Puff got his hands on you, you was greedy. He got his hands on you because you was greedy. What he did was flash that money in front of you, and you went reaching for it.
To that party, so
you went reaching for it. Now you yourself in a position. Now you in a crowd of niggas, and you can't do nothing.
You think a lot of these cases they have concrete evidence to really go forward on trying to get Puff though?
It's gonna be hard to get Puff.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
what I think. That's
the
what
reason,
I think.
because Puff got a fucking lawyer team. See, he's not gonna
you
go.
see the team he got.
He's not going out. He's not going out like how R. Kelly did, because they stopped R. Kelly money.
Well, R. Kelly, he had.
You know what Puff did when he flew to the island?
He got rid of the real tapes. That's
Nah. You know what he did when he went to the island?
What he did?
He took money. They're not going to stop his money. He knew this shit was coming. Yeah. You can't avoid it.
Yeah, I mean,
he
knew
can't avoid
it.
Yeah. He knew this shit was coming. So what he did was he gathered all his money and flew it the fuck out the country. See, the way they breaking niggas down,
I think he flew the valuable tapes out.
Nah, they got tapes.
I know they got tapes, but
see,
because he had to give them something. They do something.
Hold on, if they find them tapes, how can it hurt them?
That's what somebody else was saying too.
How can it hurt him?
A lot of shit probably was consented, and then
right. Only that if he got rid of tapes, he got rid of tapes with the young people. Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. He got rid of
the young people tapes,
the crazy stuff.
If he was fucking with young, I don't know what the man was.
The only thing he wanted to do is right now he want to get out. He's everybody think he's probably in there like this. He probably like, now it's time for him to sit and reflect, like life, like really look at it.
Listen to me.
Look at it.
You know how they talk about, he in the worst federal jail ever, the conditions, this and that. Now, what we just said, people do anything for money.
Yep.
How bad you think Puff got it? He still got his money.
Oh, so he probably got a cell phone. He probably talking to people and everything.
You got niggas in jail who got family that need money.
That's what I'm saying. So he probably got a cell phone already.
You got these corrections officers getting $50,000, $60,000 a year.
Yeah, they ain't getting no money.
I give you that just on a month, nigga.
Have his people set it up. Give me that cell phone because they got phone. People got phone. Yeah,
I got people that can meet you outside. So let's just use common sense. Fuck with the TV, the boob tube show you. Use common sense. That man got money. And he flew his money out of the country so the United States can't stop his money. The only reason they got R. Kelly is they stopped his money. They stopped his money. They pulled his music. He couldn't make no more money. They froze his money, froze his accounts. You know how the FBI
he didn't put his stuff together right.
No, because he didn't. R. Kelly can't read.
Yeah. He didn't put his shit together. If he would have put his stuff together, he would have had money. He would still been getting money off that publishing. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're publishing
No,
is right.
they took all that from him.
That's what I'm saying.
See,
that's what I'm saying.
That's the thing about United States. United States can take everything. Just like you bought a house, that's not your house. If you
property
miss a
is not
payment,
really yours.
the house ain't yours either. They could take your
especially
shit.
in New York City. Like the property.
That's everywhere. Think about it. You had a house, right? You've been paying it for 20 years. You only got like, let's say $5,000 left to pay. You lose your job, lose everything. You can't pay that $5,000. What they come do? They take your house and auction it off.
You owe their money, yeah.
They auction it off. Yeah. You done paid this your house.
I mean, you get the rest of the money, but
you don't get the rest of the shit.
If you owe $5,000 and if you get seized, if it's getting seized and they have a reason to seize it, that's different. But if you owe $5,000 on a mortgage and you don't have nothing against you, whatever they sell it for,
that mortgage and they take your house, they don't give you shit back. I don't know what you saw. They don't give you nothing back.
If you only owe $5,000 and they sell a house for $300,000, how you don't get no money back? If you only owe $5,000 and they taking the house because you owe $5,000.
Yo, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
I understand what you're saying. That's what it should be. But in the contract, see contracts, you got to read these contracts.
You read the contract.
When they say you default your payment, we taking your shit. Nobody get no money back from that. Nobody default at the first years. When people lose their houses and stuff, they years in.
That's what I'm saying.
They not gonna give you that money back.
Now if it's the first couple of years, you owe a lot of money.
They still ain't gonna give you your money back.
But
they not gonna give you. If they gave money back, niggas could take that money and buy a new house or do something else with it. Niggas lose their house, you ain't getting shit back, man. That's the thing. That's why when you buy that house, it's not really fucking yours. It's not. The government can seize your shit.
The government can seize it if you're in trouble with them. Now, if you only owe $5,000, if they sell the house for $107,000, you get the rest. You only give them back what you owe, because that's where the mortgage. Yes, it is. Unless you got a specialized mortgage, unless your mortgage is real specialized, because that don't even compute. That even don't make no sense. So you mean to tell me I bought a house for $407,000, paid $607,000, only owe $5,000, couldn't make it? They gonna just take all my stuff, and I only owe them $5,000.
Because you know why? You know why? You know why?
That ain't gonna happen.
You know why?
Unless you got a crazy ass contract.
You know why? You know how many people with houses refinanced because something went wrong and they had to fix shit?
That's different.
The bank come take you for that $50,000 loan. The bank take your house. You think they giving you after they make their $50,000? They give you the rest? You keep
they sell a house.
You keep thinking that.
They're supposed to do that.
No, they not.
They supposed to. If you only owe them $50,000 and they sell it for more, they supposed to give you the difference, my brother.
Listen, look it up. They're not gonna do it.
They're not gonna do that.
I'm not gonna argue about that. Let's just move on.
Yeah, I'm not, because I've seen contracts that's different.
We don't agree.
And that's how
we don't agree. We don't agree on that.
But anyway, who you basically Puff? They trying to get him on the RICO Act.
I don't know what they getting Puff on. I don't even follow the case. Because you know what? I don't follow the case because, like I said, it's greedy people that got themselves caught in a bad position. You know what I'm saying? Now, with the girls, hitting the girls and all that, that's bullshit. He need to get whooped. His ass need to get whooped for that. Because that's somebody's daughter. You don't hit no women. You're a punk if you hit a woman. Mm-hmm. So he deserves everything he getting. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You got too big. There's too many people, yes men, and do whatever you want. So you think you can do that to anybody. No, you can't. You can't. And all that. But see, just like the girl who wrote the book, all that shit she was going through, she's stuck in there for the lifestyle. Now you want to write a tell-all book about it.
I mean, you know, you see it like that. I mean,
that's why I see it.
Honest,
because the first time you hit me, I'm out. The first time you want me to fuck somebody or do some crazy shit, I'm out. I'm not gonna. If you listen to that girl, you listen to the book, you listen to the shit.
I listened to something like that.
You heard what she said.
Crazy.
You know how many orgies she was in, how many motherfuckers she fucked. Yeah. Now you want to complain, but you said you was fucking these bitches. You know, you said you was doing this and that. Hold on a second, I got you.
Well,
you know, talk to the kid.
As we was going, you know what I'm saying. From what I understand, they was trying to get Puff with a RICO, and from what I understand, you got to have, I guess, 5 people in that RICO. You know what I'm saying. I was looking at the 5 people. that I'm gonna say big shouts to Choke No Joke. You know what I'm saying. I do watch him. You know what I'm saying. I do as a couple of other people that I watch that have all this information going on. But basically, you know, I do like his lineup of, not to say it like that, of who's might be next You know what I'm saying? Because we can't forget Harv Pierre, we can't forget James Cruz, we can't forget Roger Bonds. They're gonna call Roger Bonds in, you know what I'm saying, because he was there with a lot of the stuff that happened with Cassie, and you know, certain stuff he turned his back on because he wanted to get his check, and certain stuff
a lot of niggas turned their back. See the thing about it, you know the way to go if they want to get Puff, they got to get his co-conspirators.
And that's who we come to. The girl called Ethiopia. That was his assistant, one of his assistants. She used to arrange the planes, the hotel rooms. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff he needed for the jump.
Yeah, but see, at the same time, because she arranged it, what she know? Was she at the parties? Was she participating?
She would be in the, if they getting them for trying to get them for that.
Hold on, but
you know what I'm
see,
saying? She gonna be involved with that.
Me getting a hotel, arranging a plane. What the criminal act in that?
I mean, I understand with you, but you know that.
I'm just saying, what the criminal act? It's like you said, the
you
Rico.
got to prove it. Yeah, the Rico, you got to have.
What drugs he was selling?
That's what I'm saying. That's what we trying to see. You know what I'm saying?
Now, you know what? On the drug wise, he was purchasing.
Yeah.
They say he had. You know, you got your man. He sell drugs.
Yeah.
You might tell him come to this party. You know what I mean?
He was doing it with that one dude that was bringing drugs for him.
They don't got nothing on him for that. But the dude trying to say, Puff made him gave him the money, go buy the drugs. Mm-hmm. I mean, but see, the thing about it is, Puff wasn't selling the drugs.
Yeah.
Buying drugs is not a crime. This is about last I looked, right?
Yep.
So if I buy a pound or two of weed and I got a party going on,
we gonna have smoke.
They reaching. They trying to see. Like I said, they gonna.
You put a pound here. You put it on the table. They going. It's free.
They gonna get Puff is only way they gonna get Puff is underage and beating up on these women. Mm-hmm. Now these rape charges, these bitches that saying they rape. Mm-hmm. Now they could prove that he could go down for rape.
But they really got to prove that.
But
I mean,
exactly.
That's why he got the second dream team. You know, your man OJ had the dream team. Now Puff putting together the dream team. The only thing that's in the dream team that's a little weird to me is one of his lawyers specialize in the death penalty. So that's the only one in the mix that I'm not getting. But I mean, maybe
because I mean, you don't want them to throw the death penalty at you, so I want to get somebody who specializes and know how to beat it. You know the loopholes around it. Yeah. So I mean, that's kind of smart. You know what I mean? That's kind of smart. I don't see the thing about it. I don't know how much shit they got them on. It ain't really come out yet. You hear everybody step into the mic saying, you know, their grievances and this and that. But at the same time, let's hear the whole story.
Yeah.
Like, how did you get in that position? How did Puff get his hands on you? You understand what I'm saying? How did he get his hands on you? Money. How did you get yourself in that position? Money. You chasing something that you was greedy.
Money.
You was greedy. You walked into the devil's den. They got mad because the shit didn't work out the way you did. I think a lot of shit, just like with Mike Tyson, with that lady who went back to his house at 4 a.m, went back to the hotel.
4 a.m. I mean, come.
But the crowd rate. What I think happened is, motherfuckers be like, yo, I'm gonna come on with you, but I want 50,000. Mike could have hit it and then reneged on it then. And what they gonna do? Crowd rape. See, that's what a girl could do to you at any time. She could crowd rape, and this her saying that you raped her. People gonna form opinions.
A lot of weight.
Here come the conspiracies. Here come the people saying this and that and that and this and making up shit. Here it come. So, me, I look at it like this. If Cassie didn't do that, people ain't come out. All the motherfuckers that's talking now ain't say shit.
But you think you ever think that Cassie was paid off to come out? Because it took her a while to come out. I think somebody paid off to come out and she got another check.
Well, I think
because why she waited all that time?
What I think happened is Puff was supposed to give her some type of money. He refused to give it to her. You notice, as soon as he gave her the money, she pulled that shit back.
Yeah, because she's not really that greedy. Because it's a big thing now.
Puff's mistake was being greedy. He should have just paid that girl.
Yeah.
And all this shit wouldn't be happening. Yeah. See, all this shit, when motherfuckers come out with rape and this and that, they walked themselves there. They didn't get dragged there. They walked themselves there. It was some kind of deal that didn't go through. Because, all right, if you say you Puff or you got a lot of money and you got these two bad bitches you met in the club, like, yo, I'll give y'all both 50,000. They come, they service you. And you be like, nah, I ain't giving you shit.
Oh yeah, then it's going to be a problem.
How they gonna get their money? Now what I'm gonna do is cry raise.
That's just like that happened to that pastor. I don't know if y'all remember that. The pastor, he always go see this. He was on the down low. Go see this like sex worker, this dude, and then one day he didn't want to pay, so the dude, the guy put him on live. I mean, and he that, but you said, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't, certain people saying blah blah blah. I'm like, I didn't feel bad that the dude put him on blast because you did something while you ain't paying.
Right.
That makes no sense.
Well, what you need to do is, I'm gonna tell y'all how to get around that shit. For y'all little sluts out there doing shit for money, go to a lawyer and get a contract man, and make that motherfucker sign a contract, so you can take him to court and sue him.
Yep, that'll stand up. Sex contracts.
Then you ain't got to cry rape.
I could be your advocate, you know what I'm saying? I can help,
Just
get the points right.
I mean, like I said, man, a lot of shit is, I'm gonna tell you this. Suge looked like the gangster, but the baddest gangster was Puff.
The walls, the mask, it's all.
Yo, motherfuckers was serving their kids to Puff.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You Justin Bieber mom.
They was doing that to R. Kelly. And then now,
you know how many motherfuckers out there now that's still doing it? They in your court.
It's a lot. It's probably a lot.
Oh yeah, it's a lot. A lot of motherfuckers who knew what was going on, they was down with it.
Oh yeah.
Come on, they trying to say
everybody down into somebody in court.
Serving them girls, bringing the girls to Puff. You know how many people Puff had bringing them girls?
This dude touched a lot though.
Think about it. Puff wasn't going out there meeting nobody. He had niggas to do that for him.
Yep.
Where them niggas at? If they want to get Puff, put them niggas on trial. Put them motherfuckers on trial. They don't got Puff money. Put them on trial. And the truth will come out. The truth, if you want the truth, put his underlings on trial. Put his subordinates. Put them on trial.
That's what they should. So, but if they're gonna tell it, hopefully they'll tell the truth. But do you have?
Yeah, they're gonna tell the truth. They're gonna do time.
Yeah, because that's happened to a couple of them.
How they get these drug dealers? Conspiracy, because they got motherfuckers talking.
Yep.
25 to life. Oh, you gonna get 25 to life? Oh, that wasn't my money. He was getting all the money. I was just getting a piece of it. Why should I do more time than him? He getting away because I did. Oh hell no.
We gonna see. We definitely gonna see what happened though. Hopefully everything gonna be
out. I wanna wait till the court really say what's going on, not what everybody else saying.
2025.
You know what I mean?
Because they got the Tupac trial first, and then we got Puffy in May. March we supposed to have the Tupac trial, and then
who they put on trial for Tupac?
I don't know. I want to see this. And it's supposed to be in March, and then they open that back up, and then May it's supposed to be Puff, and something else gonna come up, and then it's supposed to be the biggest thing. It's supposed to be Jay-Z turn. So I mean, we're gonna see what happens, and then everybody else that's on the list, whatever. We're gonna see what happens.
You really think Jay's down with that shit? Honestly,
I don't know what to think now. Like, it's crazy because what people got to realize that the music business always detailed sex, if you remember it from the beginning. So I can't put it past them. I mean, I don't know, but I
was a lot of
like
sex, but you got girls willing to give themselves up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Big Daddy Kane was fucking everything. Big Daddy Kane tell you he was fucking everything. But see, them girls, then, they wanted to do that. But
I'm not really talking about with the women thing. It's with the men thing, and that's a true thing because it's always a person with money.
Man letting another man fuck him?
Because the money thing. It's always been the people that did it.
Like I said, it goes
powerful
back.
People.
It goes back to what people do for money.
Powerful people. So
people do a lot for money and fame. It's really the fame. Getting fame is like selling your soul.
To me, I think if Jay got anything going on, it's the thing that everybody felt. A lot of dudes felt in that trap in New York City to where they was messing with certain girls that looked the part but wasn't the part. Me meaning that by age. Because that's how it was in New York City. A lot of times, a lot of girls was dealing with older men and they was young. But, and some of the girls
the sad part about it, these young girls look grown because of what they're wearing.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
So a lot of dudes in the city fell in them traps.
I remember in the 90s, I was working in Brooklyn, Sunset Park, driving truck. And on this block, my man Live would tell you, I wish Live was here now, but Live would tell you, it was the Spanish girl, baddest girl on the block, she was only 14, but you seen her, you wouldn't know she's just 14.
Yeah,
the stuff she wore and her body. You got these people that's developing real quick, and they're young. And you don't when you out there talking, you ain't looking for nobody.
See, a lot of our women started that happening.
You ain't looking for no ID, so you get caught up. How many times niggas got in a relationship with a girl that was really underage? They ain't know it.
Yeah, because you got to really think about it. When you do talk to somebody, you're not asking for ID. You're not sitting across the table like, "Where's your ID?"
You know what it is? I'm in a situation where I'm in Vegas. It's 3 in the morning, and I'm talking to a girl in the club. Come find out she had fake ID and she's young. Where her fucking parents at? Yeah. See, the thing about it all starts at home.
Yep.
It all starts at home. You watch what your kids is doing. You got a little young kid who's dressing grown and is out there hanging with grown people. They're going to get into grown situations.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that grown man out there, he thinking she of age, she in the club. Yeah. She where I'm at, where grown folks supposed to be. She look good, she got a body.
Yeah, that's the crazy part.
So a lot of that stuff be situations where niggas don't really know. Because motherfuckers don't care. See, motherfuckers don't care if a girl's dipsy. Matter of fact, some niggas want them to be dipsy because they can do whatever. And these young girls don't know no better.
In and out. Some dudes want that easy in and out.
Now you mess with a young girl, find out she's young, now you in trouble.
Especially like how that older dude got that young chick pregnant and then wound up killing her. Like, then you get into those situations because you get these young girls pregnant or whatever. You know, things can happen.
And them bitches gonna keep it so they can have me in your pocket. And some niggas is like, nah, fuck that. Some niggas is like, fuck that. You ain't getting in my pocket. You know what I mean? Some niggas don't think when you steal their money. You fuck with their money. That's the worst thing you can do to a nigga. Fuck with his money. You don't fuck with a nigga money. And these girls need to know that.
Family.
See, the government is behind that. Cause they make it to the girl, your baby mom have you on a string. If you not with that bitch no more, and she have your child, a small child, you piss her off, what's the first thing she gonna do?
Most of the time they gonna take you to court.
Exactly. So, they gonna put you on the court. It will be in your paper. Niggas don't like people fucking with their paper. People don't like that. They don't take that lightly. Don't fuck with my money. Don't fuck with my money. Don't do that. Some niggas ain't doing that. Some niggas will take you out fucking with their money.
Oh yeah, that's one thing. Well, you don't do that. That's a rule.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a rule of
thumb.
And
the government put it to where if your baby mom get mad at you, she could take you to court and have a white man come in and tell you how much you got to pay. Yeah. Period.
I've been there, done that.
That's how life is.
That's one of the black man's downfall.
And I think what Puffy did. He told one of the high ups no, or disappointed them, and they said, "Okay, we're gonna take." They
tried to say it was the liquor company, but if it's true that BlackRock is behind the liquor company, oh yeah, now I understand, because BlackRock is one of the biggest investment companies, and BlackRock is one of the biggest investors in the jail system. So I understand. So that means they real bigger against us. And I don't know if BlackRock was one of the companies.
No, but if you notice, all the big guys, the guys in power, when they want to take them down, what is it? A sex conspiracy, trafficking, everybody, trafficking. Yeah. R. Kelly. That's how they figure out to take them down. And you know the conspiracy on Big Bill Cosby. He tried to buy NBC. Yep. Black man can't own NBC. Yep. They had to take him down because they couldn't stop him from getting it. Yeah. So, I mean, that's a conspiracy. I don't know if that's true.
I think it's true, but
But you know what I mean? That's still considered a conspiracy.
The reason why I think it's true because it's crazy with our culture. Only thing we don't own is really distribution. We really don't own that, and that's the key to it. So, and they know the key to it, so they took the stronghold. Now they got a stronghold on it because that's the only thing they can have. The creativity comes from us. The culture comes from us. Of course. So, I mean, but if
it didn't make money, they wouldn't fuck with it.
Yeah. That's why we know it's one of the biggest things that came out of this country, next to cotton. So, whatever. Because cotton started the wealth, and hip-hop extended it. But anyway, you know what it is.
Well, I wouldn't say the biggest thing, but you mean
What?
I look at the refrigerator, the green, red light, all that air conditioning. That's one of the biggest things.
But see, the funny thing about it is,
that was about
if you look at it right now, the cash flow with that,
black man.
we not winning with that because the best companies
Because it's
is
one
from
family.
overseas.
It's one family who created that. He created it and sold it off.
That's just
So
like
you don't have it no more. It's like 50 Cent invested in vitamin water and sold his shares and got paid.
yeah, I mean, because
So
the money, yeah.
motherfuckers don't think about motherfuckers when they do stuff. They don't think about generational wealth. They think about wealth right now.
Well, what you think is better, generation wealth, or
Generation wealth. Hands
no,
down.
generation wealth, or money flow?
Generation wealth is money flow.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Because most generation wealth is basically a whole bunch of money that trickles down to people. It don't work for nobody.
Right, but it's still making
And
money.
workflow works for you. Workflow is
If you have
workflow is
generational
your
wealth,
assets.
if you got generational wealth, believe me, it's working for you. It's flowing for you. Because just having the money in the bank is gaining interest. It's creating more money.
You gonna
Money
make
creates
you gonna
money.
make more money with a workflow with your assets.
It is a
whatever
workflow.
you leave. No, it's not. If I put money in the bank, basically I'm putting it here and it stays here. They might put something on it, but if I got workflow, I own this, I own this, I own this. Now what happens is, because I own this, when I leave, my kids will still get money off of this. They may get more money off of this. What you call is
You argue with me.
No, I'm not arguing with you.
You going against. I'm saying the same shit. Generational wealth is money that keeps working. It keeps going. That's why you can have it for your kids. After your kids, it ain't gonna run out. That's generational wealth.
Generational wealth is good, but it's better to have the workflow with a little bit of generational wealth because your workflow lasts more generations. Because if your generation wealth is only $200 million, is in the fund.
$200 million ain't generational wealth. That's just wealthy. That's just when it goes away. Generational wealth is money like Trump. His grandfather had money. His father had money. He got money. His kid's gonna have money. That's generational wealth. You think they not investing that money? They not putting that money? It's working. What they doing is they investing.
That's just like asking the question: do rich people save their money?
It depends. If it's generational wealth, that means the money is working. It's never going to go away.
Most rich people keep they keep investing their money. They don't save their money like that. They don't. Because
generational wealth. Why you think generational wealth is just saving money? It's investing your money. It's making more money. Even if you put your money in the bank, if you put $1 million in the bank, you're going to get $100,000 every year. Because when you know what the bank do with your money,
I got to invest.
Yes, it does.
The taxes, they fluctuate with our money. I'm just saying they fluctuate. And
you earn interest. You earn interest.
You earn a little interest. You earn a little interest on money.
$1 million earn $100,000.
You get millions off of workflow. Because you own the assets.
It's the same thing. You looked at some shit and came up with a new word and you ain't even put it together.
No,
yes,
you did. Because when you put money in the bank, it's just sitting in the bank. Your money depends on what the bank does. No, it depends on what the bank does.
$40 is just sit in the bank. If you got $1 million and you put it in the bank, you'll get $100,000 a year off of interest. Because what the bank do is
investigate.
You know what the bank do?
I don't know that.
You know what the bank do is they take your money and they invest it.
That's what I said. If the bank is good at investing, all banks ain't good. You know how many banks it is?
Listen, if you had $1 million you put it in the bank, you gonna tell me you gonna put it in an account that's not drawing interest? Then you a dumb motherfucker. If you got $1 million and you put it in the bank and you have it in an account that only draw interest, you're dumb. You're dumb. Yo, if you got $1 million, you can live off the interest for the rest of your life. Leave that million in there and you get $100,000 a year. Interest. Because you know what they doing with your money? Your money ain't there no more. They took that money and they invested it. They giving loans, they giving all that, and all that interest and shit, you get a piece of that. You can ask any investor how that works. This is like life insurance. Life insurance, when you pay that money, they invest in that money. That's why you can pay this money, and what they do is they give you a life insurance at the end. Whether you die or not, if your life insurance, you outlive your life insurance, you get that money. You get that money. People with generational wealth is not just letting their money sit there and they spending it as they go down. That money they invested in different shit.
It's been proven that a lot of people did do that. That
And they still have
wealth
money?
was gone.
Come on, and they still have money?
And one thing they did not have was assets. Your assets is your money flow.
And you got
what
generational wealth.
That
How
you
you don't own anything? What, you live in an apartment paying rent?
No, it's.
Come on,
I mean,
man.
you might own a house.
Come on,
that's
man.
easy. But a house is a depreciation. That's just like a car. A house is a depreciation. So that means nothing.
Think about it. The thing about it, if they lose their money, it's not generational wealth.
It's a lot of people
It's
that
not
with generational wealth lost their money.
Look it up.
I'd rather have workflow.
Pull your
I'd rather
phone.
have my own product that's mine, that I own, that's gonna keep floating money, and that makes more money than generational wealth.
No, it don't.
Yes, it does.
No, it don't.
Yes, it does.
No, it don't.
Yes, it does.
No,
Yes, it does.
No, it don't. No,
Yes, it does.
Because you got a product
Yes,
today
it does.
and they go down tomorrow.
Yes, it does.
It ain't no good
Yes,
no
it
more.
does.
Somebody done
You
beat
got
that product
generational
out.
wealth now, and somebody spend all the money.
Listen.
It could go either way, but we going. You know what? We gonna come back.
Generational wealth
with all
is,
with all
see
the
the difference
paperwork.
between about wealthy and generational wealth. Generational wealth ain't going away. That's why they call it generational wealth.
It's some people
It
that have
lasts for
generational wealth
generations.
that don't have it no more. That they
Who?
depleted
Name
it.
one person.
That's why I said we're gonna come back with the
Name one
episode.
person.
We're gonna come back with that. But you know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for chilling with the brothers. You know what I'm saying? We definitely gonna come back with this
we
one.
need Q.
Because
No,
I
we
already
need-
know.
we
Yeah,
need-
I already
we
did
need
the
to come
information.
back.
We're gonna come back.
He don't know.
Yeah.
He don't know.
Trust me.
He
It's
don't
the
know.
brothers, baby.
Peace.
See y'all. One.